Hi again, Knight fans, and we welcome you into another edition of Coach's Corner with head coach Joi Williams as Scott Adams with you as the UCF Knights, the season underway as one game in the books as UCF in the midst of the WNIT. And Coach, before we take a look at what's to come for your Knights, this past weekend up in Gainesville, taking on the Florida Gators, a 10-point setback. But tell me some of the thoughts that you had following the contest against the Gators.
Well, obviously, Scott, we went to win, and we're disappointed that we did not come out with a win. But, the encouraging thing is that I thought we saw a lot of good things from our team. Really happy about some of the play. We had a couple breakdowns at the end of the first half going into the second half that really hurt us, and Florida did a great job of taking advantage of that. But I thought we competed hard. I thought we, played hard for the most part and have a lot to build on that will hopefully leap us into a successful season.
UCF would start the game off 9-1, Coach, and I thought offensively scoring the basketball. You were also able to force some turnovers, turn those into points, and 3/4 of the way through that first half, it was all UCF.
Yeah, well, I thought we did a good job defensively. We really focused on defending in the post because they had some really big girls in the post, and we knew that they were going to be athletic. We knew that they were shot blockers. So I thought, to start the game out, we were really focused defensively and defending in the paint.
We got some production there from 4 Knight players who would be in double figures. Asia Patrick, she would lead the way with 19 points. We had a little bit of foul trouble there in that first half.
Well, we did. We got into some foul trouble. Chelsea got a couple fouls and pretty quickly, and that we had to sit her down for a little bit. And we like to have her on the floor, but so we got to learn how to play through that. Those are things that are learning opportunities, and it also helps for those players to learn how to play with fouls if they do get them.
All things considered, Coach, you're down there in double digits in the second half, able to roar all the way back, get to within 5 late in the game.
Well, we did. I thought our kids did a great job. We did not lay down. We could have easily quit, and that's one thing that I really liked that I saw the other night. We got down 22 points and just kept trying to plug away, and really what we focused on in our huddle was getting stops. We had to get a stop and get a score, and our kids really focused in and took it one possession at a time. We found ourselves back in the game, and then late we weren't able to convert on the offensive end. So again, another learning opportunity for us, and we can learn a lot from that film.
And free throws, Coach, there down the stretch is something that leaving points, I guess you could say, out there on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we in the second half were a lot more aggressive. The first half I think we only shot 2 free throws, but the second half, we talked about that at halftime, came out a lot more aggressive going to the rim and got the opportunities and didn't make them. We shot 50-something%, and Florida hit 75% of theirs, and that's a huge difference. We've got to make those shots when we get that chance.
Coach, great atmosphere up there in Gainesville. They had 3,000-plus fans. The football game a little bit later on the night. It was great for our ladies for that first opening game. They were excited to get out there, and it was a bit of a homecoming for you yourself. You'd spending so many years up there in Gainesville.
Yeah, well, a lot of great memories from Gainesville. It's where I started my career, and certainly had some good times there, and it was neat to go back. I hadn't been back there in forever since I left, so it did feel like it was a very familiar place. And it was a good crowd. We were happy about that, and excited about the excitement for the game. So we want to go out and obviously win the game, but it was a good atmosphere to start.
Well, the preseason WNIT continues as UCF will go out onto the road as taking on Iona come here on Friday. Coach, and the scheduling itself was kind of wacky there. Didn't necessarily know where we were going until after a win or a loss, but now you find that you'll be out there taking Iona there in that first matchup. Yeah,
well, we travel out to James Madison, and we're going to play. They have 4 schools there, and we'll play Iona in the first game, and we're excited about that. Iona's a team that's going to be very different. There'll be 3 other teams out there, Iona, James Madison, and St. Francis, and all 3 play very different styles. So, we have a lot to prepare for. But, starting with Iona, a team that's very experienced, they're picked second in their league. A lot of kids all of them can shoot. Guards are very aggressive and very scrappy. So defensively, we've got to be able to guard a lot of different things. They move well, they pass well, so it'll be a tough test for us.
And Coach, when you go out with a tournament like this and you're not quite sure who you're going to play, it's one thing for the ladies to get out there on the court and play the basketball game. It's another thing for you and your coaching staff to have to get ready for 3 different opponents potentially.
That's true, but we got 3 assistant coaches, so everybody takes one. But so it's good. We have an idea of what each of them do, so that whoever we do face in the second game will have an idea. But we just got to worry about Iona to start, and like I mentioned, they're very, very, very good fundamentally. they're going to present us. We'll see some things that we haven't seen that'll be different for us, and post players coming out on the perimeter. So everybody's got to be able to guard on the perimeter and defend the 3-point shot.
Coach, I think one of the things that you'll probably be stressing here during the entire course of basketball practice-wise before we get to go out and take on Iona is those self-inflicted turnovers that we had so many of, as well as maybe the free throws.
Yeah, we did. I don't think we had a whole lot of them on Saturday. We met our turnover goal, but at the same time, the ones that we did have, we had a couple that were very crucial, and we had 3 back-to-back turnovers, and I thought that really was the beginning of their run. So we've got to really do a better job of taking care of the ball in critical situations. And, I think our team will definitely learn from that, and that's something that we're definitely working on in practice.
Coach, finally, taking a look back at Florida, what did you like from some of maybe your new post players as well as some of your seniors or veterans there?
Well, I really thought Asia Patrick did a fantastic job for 40 minutes. I thought she was the player that really started strong and finished strong. Nay Carter, I thought, started slow and finished very strong. She stepped up and played big. And I thought for her first game, Erica Jones did a good job inside. As a freshman, it's tough to really have a point of reference. And so that's the good thing for us with Erica and Sarah is that now from that first game, they understand what Division I basketball is like and, the pace of it, how physical it is. So it's great for them to have that experience under their belt.
Well, the WNIT continues as UCF on Friday will be taking on Iona. You can hear that game right here on UCFathletics.com. As Coach, let's go out there and get a couple W's here in this preseason tournament.
That sounds like a good plan.
All right, she is head coach Joi Williams. I'm Scott Adams. We appreciate you listening and watching right here on UCFathletics.com. We'll see you next week.